It's time to cover one of the most important subjects in mobile app development, and increasingly these days in desktop development, and that subject is scrolling lists. More specifically, infinitely scrolling lists. So every time we scroll down, we get a new bit of data. So I'll show you what that is, but first I'll give you a couple of headlines so you know what we're going to cover. We're going to pass that received data we got from our API into something actually useful and usable in these lists. We're going to look again at signals and connections. Remember, we did that in the last module. Remember also that these are equivalent to events and subscribers in other languages. Then, of course, we're going to create an infinitely scrolling list. And luckily for us, vPlay makes that very, very easy. We're going to define a template model directly from the JSON objects that we've created when we received that data from the internet. We'll look at how we respond to taps on this list, or clicks if you're on the desktop. And finally, responding to those taps will open up some detail pages so we can look at our properties, and we'll also look at how we pass data into that page without making another HTTP call, obviously. We're also going to look at how to load images asynchronously in the detail page once again. And finally, we're going to fix a few niceties. So I'll just show you what we're about to build. So here we have our application running. Let's have it in Android for a nice change. We're going to search for a location, hit go. And when our application goes off and gets the data for that location, it shows us this scrolling list of results. And of course, this is going to work for any location that we put into it. So we've got some in Manchester. We can scroll down. At the bottom, there's a little loading icon that shows us when more data is available. Not only that, but when we click something, it shows us a detail page that we've created in QML with a much larger image, and also at the top right we have a favorites button that we're not going to wire up in this module, but we will in a subsequent lesson. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to build, that infinite scrolling list. So let's begin.